And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for R.J. Barrett.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the 1 spot. And for New Orleans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Trey Murphy is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And that one drops.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Jordan outside. Outside, Jones. Jordan with a screen on Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Jordan, the pass to Jones. Pass to Jordan. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Raptors. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
That was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Now here's Barnes. 17 points in his last outing. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with James Borrego. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Kevin?
Allie, thank you so much. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Ingram outside. Back to Barrett. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. It's tipped and stolen by Williamson. One-on-one here. Jones, no one around him. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Barrett against Jordan. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound by Murray. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Murray, the pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. 6 to shoot. From the arc.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Murray dishes to Jones. Back to Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Jones against Ingram. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Murray kicks to Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Stan, the NBA equivalent of a human wrecking ball, that is Zion Williamson. When he's on the floor, that is.
Well, absolutely. The only problem that Zion Williamson has really had in this league is staying healthy. He is virtually unstoppable going to the basket and an extremely underrated passer who creates a lot of great shots for himself and his teammates.
And unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, the bottom line is this. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he is very tough for defenses to handle. You have to be very clear on your plan or he'll destroy you.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
That free throw, no good. As we know, late in the year, Coach, more eyes are drawn to games around the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, I talk to fans in the East who stay up late to watch Pacific Division matchups. Interest always builds as that postseason picture starts to come into focus.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
Here's Queen. This game we saw him score 13. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through that season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year, they split their season series. So this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Here's Murray. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Murray down low. The shot's good.
Well, if Murray can get that close to the hoop, he's going to make sure he converts.
And here is Ingram. He's got 5. And he drops it in from the low post. Ingram's got 7 points. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's the screen. Pass to Jones. New Orleans moving it around. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. For 3, Murray. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Williamson. And here's Jones to the wing on the left. Murray outside. Over quickly. Again, the miss by Murray. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Murray. Count it. Good. He's got 9.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pelicans trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williamson looking it over. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Williamson. Six on the shot clock. To stop the drought. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And that one's good. Ingram.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Pelicans trail by 11. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Pelicans, Bays checked in for Trey Murphy. Poole comes in for Herbert Jones. And Fears is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Fears with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. The 3 from Poole. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. To the right side. Inside. Barnes outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Queen.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
To Williamson. Poole on the wing. To end the run. Kicks it out to Williamson. Shot clock at 2. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
From 17 feet out. Williamson left side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to do? When Zion has it that close to the basket, you might as well use a foul and hope he misses.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Dick subbed in for Ingram. He hits the second from the line. Raptors leading by 10. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, "Teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own." Guys?
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Poole outside.
2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
And here are the Raptors now. A 12-point game. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Walter. Guarded by Poole and stolen by Fields. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the miss by Poole.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Bay with it. He's picked up by Dick. Up the floor. And Poole gets it to go.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Raptors leading by 10. Down low, here's Murray Boyce.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Poole outside. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Again, the miss by Poole.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Pass to Shed. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Bay off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Going up strong through the contact. Bay getting it done.
.20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bay against Dick. To the inside. 1 second left. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to come to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Raptors lead by 14. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key would be to continue that success throughout.
They've got Jordan Poole. Trey Murphy is out there with Bay. Then it's Fears. And it's Queen in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the first one at the line is good. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
All free throws good from Poole. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Pelicans on D, down by 12. Now, quickly. Hasn't made one yet. Just 3 to shoot. Takes it inside.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Poole looking it over. Wide open. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Poole outside. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Bay, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Walter. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Quickly. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Pass to Fears. Poole outside. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Murray Boyles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. From downtown. Right wing. Fears with it. He has yet to score. No good on the 3. Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Walter. And the Raptors miss again. Pelicans trail by 16. Now here's Bay. Here's Queen. New Orleans moving it around. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Here's Walter. Guarded by Poole from 13. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He kicks to Poole. They set the pick. Again, New Orleans with the triple.
You got to chase Poole off that three-point line. He will do exactly that.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Williamson is checked in for Jordan Poole. Barnes is checked in for the Raptors. Ingram comes in for Tick. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bounce pass Ingram. Williamson against Barnes. For three, Ingram. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. Pelicans trail by 10. May kicks to Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter.
And Murphy has become a more well-rounded offensive player, and that includes his ability to draw fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Here's Murray Boyle. He has 6. Pass to Barnes. For 3, Ingram. And Fears pulls it down. Williamson outside. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans. And Toronto also making a switch. Barrett's checked in. Now here's Ingram. 11 points in the game. It's Barrett on the wing. Defended by Jones. Barrett against Jones. Trying to get something going, and it's Barrett getting it to go. Barrett's got 9.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Fears. After R.J. Barrett's bucket, Williamson a screen on Barnes. Pass to Fears. And here is Bay, covered by Barnes. Bay pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 10. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. 8 points for him.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Williamson. Pass to Bay. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
Barnes outside. High, arcing shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The first one falls. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murray's checked in. And quickly drops them both. And here is Murray. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Right at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Jones. A second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket for Murray.
But when it comes to finishing in traffic, Murray's a tough customer.
Now, quickly. Ingram outside. Back to quickly. Shot clock at 6. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
New Orleans moving it around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Amen Thompson and the Houston Rockets. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
New Orleans making a switch here. Queens checked in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Pass to Jones. Now Bay. He's covered by Ingram. Murray sets a screen for Bay. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And another turnover here by New Orleans. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at the Raptors. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And I think for Toronto, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
Now here's Barnes. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-6 run. Williamson up top. Covered by Barnes. And Williamson throws it down.
Look, I'll tell you, Zion, that's one powerful guy going to the basket.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Hurdle with a screen on Bay. Bay against Ingram. Pass to Walter. 5 to shoot. Barrett inside the three-point line. And again, Toronto no up.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Williamson with it. 6 points for him. For 3. No good on the shot. Good D by Barnes.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here is Purtle. He's tightly guarded. Outside, Barrett. From outside the arc. Second chance shot. Bertle, the pass to Barnes. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 6. New Orleans has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Murray against Barrett. Here's the teardrop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's what we like to see from Murray. Go after.
And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor. Well, it seems like every season, DeJounte Murray is out to make it his best year. That competitiveness is something we really appreciate.
Now here's Ingram. 11-point game his last outing. Bay pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 3. Murray dishes to Williamson. 1:12 left here in the second. To Bay, a 3, offensive rebound, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Shed. He's covered by Murray. Here's Ingram. The teardrop falls in. Ingram's got 13.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And that one's good. Ingram. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Now here's Murray. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Williamson. The shot missing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Toronto ahead. They lead by 5. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with James Borrego. Coach, you're hanging in there despite the subpar shooting from your team. What will it take to win this game?
Same resiliency. We just got to keep fighting one possession at a time, find a group with great energy. We got to make some shots here. We haven't scored the ball so far this game, but still got a lot of time.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They've played some weak D, giving them too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Pelicans trail by 5. And checking out the group for Darko Rojakovic to start the second half. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And Ingram at the small forward position.
Well, you can see how locked in Murray has been in this game. He's getting to his spots, and the numbers are piling up.
Now, here's Quickly. Outside, Barrett. Pirtle sets the pick for Barrett. To the inside, and stolen by Jordan. Jones with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Zion is such a problem for any defense. You can't help but use a foul to try and slow him down.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. Shoots from the baseline. That's rebounded by New Orleans. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jordan finds Murray. Clock at 6. Back to Jordan. Barnes passes to Ingram. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ingram's got 17 now.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Jordan. Outside, Jones. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barrett wide open, he fires. Drills it from outside. He's got 14.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Pelicans trail by 6. Murray outside. From past the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Quickly. Misses from short range. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kicks it out to Jones. New Orleans moving it around. Murray outside. Pass to Williamson. Back to Murray. Over Quickly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
First free throw is good.
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt. He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Queen's checked in. so Murray nails both of them. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Ingram outside. Pass to Barnes. Back to Ingram. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. Now Pirtle. In the corner, Barrett with it. And Jones pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Barnes. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Ingram finds Barnes. And here is Ingram. A steal. To the middle for the tie. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Zion is a magnet for fouls when he's operating in the paint.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
And he can't get the first one.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
And he's good on the second. And here are the Raptors now. At one point, they led by 16. Jones against Barrett. Barnes screen on Murray. Down low. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Queen for the tie. Sinks the triple. Queen's got 5.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Pirtle's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there for the lead. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Quickly. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Murray. He's got 16. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Murray. Lets it go from the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Quickly. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
A free throw drops for Quickly. Pelicans trail by 5. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in free throw shooting, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now here's Murray. He's got 16. New Orleans moving it around. On the wing, Jones. Barrett covering. Just 5 on the clock. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Pass to Murray Boyle. And Jones over to help. Barrett the pass to Barnes. And here's quickly for 3. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Green the pass to Williamson. Murray outside. Pass to Queen, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Raptors.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and it's so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Fears he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Pass to Barrett. Stolen by Jones. Here's Queen. He's got 5. It's deflected. Barrett with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Barnes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
The Raptors shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 1.
One shot.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Here's Murray Boyle. He's got 6. And here is Ingram. Faster quickly. Here's Murray Boyle. 6 to shoot. Back to Barnes. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. And now an 11-point Raptor lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Checked in for the Pelicans. And Toronto also making a switch. Walter, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. On defense, Toronto. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Bay. Here's Fears. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Fears has got his first points of the game. Toronto leading by 9. Inside. Now here's Barnes. Count it. He's got 10.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The Pelicans have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Pass to Bay. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fears. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Queens got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Walter. Nothing on the board.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram.
He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 21 points per 5 assists and 5 rebounds.
Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
And the first one drops. So for the Pelicans, Motkovich is checked in, and Poole subbed in for Trey Murphy. And then for Toronto, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Grady Dick subbed in for Brandon Ingram. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Bay. Here's Queen. Bay in the post. Dick defending. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Nisi's checked in.
Number 21, E.B.C.
Raptors leading by 9. Here's Shed. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. The Pelicans have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now, Fears. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Walter pulls it in. Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Dick. And again, no good by Toronto. Pelicans trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Bay. To the middle. He's looking for Misi and finds him. And it's blocked. Doubled by Fears. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. A three ball. And it's Shed missing. The Pelicans shooting a meager 37% for the game. Trying to end the drought. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Pierce taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dick with it. Still yet to score. 12 seconds left to play here in the third. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Lets it go with the 3. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get you back to the action after this break. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Trey Murphy. Fears is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Queen in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Murray Boyle. Quickly, whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
At the line for the Raptors, Emmanuel Quickley.
One shot.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Quickly. Here's Fears. Pass to Bey. Poole outside to the left side lane. Queen can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 11. Here's Walter. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's defended by Bey. A 3 from Quickly. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Bey throws it down.
And look at Bey run the floor, taking advantage of the situation.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now, here's Quickly. He's covered closely. Over Fears. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Hey, that's a fantastic last-second read. Passing out of his shot.
And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 11. Poole outside. On the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Quickly the pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Lets it go from 14. And it's quickly missing. Pelicans trail by 9 to the inside. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. And the Raptors also making a change. Ingram, he's checked in for Grady Dick. Now here's Williamson. Here's Queen, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Queen, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Murray Boyle. It's Ingram on the wing. He's defended by Bay. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3. Ingram's got 20 points.
Well, that's a huge part of Ingram's game. He can really do damage from the perimeter.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Jay, it's hauled in by the Raptors. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Mamu Kalashvili, covered by Williamson. Now, here's Quickly. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Stripped away. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Clearly a foul.
Elbow. 2.
Shooting for Toronto, Emmanuel Quickly at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
A free throw dropped for Quickly. Yves Nisi, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Toronto also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson outside. Veers with the screen for Williamson. Over Quickly, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He's such a strong player. When you hit Zion, you're usually going to take the worst of it.
Quickly, 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul. At the line for 1, Zion Williamson.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. They're leading by 8. Pass to Quickly. Barnes gets a screen for Quickly. And he gets the bucket. Quickly's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. building this lead in every way possible.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Pelicans trail by 10. Mr. Williamson. Now, Fears. Quickly covering. Six on the shot clock. Now here's Bay, quickly covering. The shot's good from Bay. Bay's got 4 this quarter.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
And here is Quickly. Here's Murray Boyd. Quickly looking it over. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 10.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Mr. Williamson. The shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. New Orleans making some changes here. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Bay. And Poole subbed in for Fears. And then for Toronto, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Barrett subbed in for Walter. Now, here's Quickly. Got that one up quick.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Poole up top, quickly covering. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Poole.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Now here's Barnes. There's the triple. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Pass to Misi. Poole against Quickly. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Raptors leading by 13. Outside, Barrett. Now, Quickly. Here's Mamu Kelishvili, defended by Misi. Here's Barrett. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
Here's Jones.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Misi finds Poole. clock. A three-pointer, no good. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Quickly the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Back to quickly. And here's Barnes for three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And it's Poole with the ball for the Pelicans. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Misi. Now Williamson. And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Pelicans. Murray comes in for Poole. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. Now here's Murray. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Barnes against Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Over Barnes.
Excellent defense there from Barnes. When he's active, he is a difference maker on that end.
Misses from close range.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Pass to Williamson to stop the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
4th team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Zion Williamson. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Williamson. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
At the line for 2, DeAndre Jordan.
He's off on the first.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
And he sinks the second. Toronto leading by 17. Barnes outside.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
He hits the second from the line. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Pelicans trail by 18. Now Jordan. Now Murray. 8 feet out, and that one falls.
After developing much more as a scorer, we're seeing Murray with the ability to take the game over.
Now Pirtle. Barrett outside. Now Pirtle. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Jones outside. Outside Jordan. Murray fires away. Williamson outside. Here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Jordan with a screen on Ingram. Quickly pulls it down.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Quickly. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. Pelicans trail by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Now, here's Looney. Now Poole. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Bay. Now Looney. Holy cow! What a bailout! Here's Murray Boyle. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Shed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's off from 3. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create it and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.